have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. And the Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Guzman. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He smashes his way through again. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using his legs, it's Shaw. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Michigan's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mooney. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense in the off balance.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the exit point and the top.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get it to the end zone. That is how it's done.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws when you see the ball not get near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. Are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set, and he was drifting a little bit.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Sends it downfield. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just has to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 4 over Marshall. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air on 2nd down. He is complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the 2nd quarter? So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those balls that you got to dive throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quickly out to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On the ground, it's Shaw. He breaks the tackle. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the center.
And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back into 16.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the catch. Always got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Shaw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Cincinnati, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Catch in the middle. It's Spargava. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To the ground with the back. And they're able to get a stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a pass. Clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass runners. Who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll open the second half with a run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you can do.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hard running there.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Bargava. And that one did not work. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
2nd down coming up.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And makes the catch. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shaw. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 17 over Marshall. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on and turning it on. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Mooney. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Makes the catch at the 35. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Gain of 3.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
On the play.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Rides the back on the option, the give. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Guzman. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Immediately fires to the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice day here late.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. On the ground. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, 1st down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.